Hello, welcome to another video from the Sacred Tales, your daily encounter with God. Remember to subscribe to this channel to receive biblical messages every day. Have you ever felt that you were different from those around you? Have you experienced situations that others don't seem to understand? Maybe you are anointed by God. The Bible teaches that God anoints people for a divine purpose. This anointing is not about worldly recognition. It is about being chosen and set apart for God's work. In today's video, we will explore clear signs that reveal you are anointed by God and how to embrace His calling in your life. Stay with us until the end, because the last sign may surprise you. 1. You have a strong desire for God's presence. One of the first signs of being anointed is an unshakable hunger for God. You are not satisfied with just attending church or hearing about God. You long for a deep and personal relationship with Him. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29 verse 13. This desire often leads you to pray more, study the Bible, and worship with all your heart. If you constantly seek God's presence, it is a sign that His anointing is upon you. 2. You face intense spiritual battles. Being anointed does not mean life will be easy. In fact, many who are anointed experience intense spiritual warfare. The enemy tries to discourage and distract those who are called by God. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6 verse 12. If you have faced unexpected obstacles, betrayals, or hardships, it could be because the enemy recognizes the calling on your life and wants to stop you. But remember, God's power is greater. 3. You have a heart for others and a desire to serve. The anointing is not for personal gain. It is given to those who have a heart for helping and serving others. You feel deep compassion for those who are suffering, and you are always looking for ways to encourage and uplift them. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because He has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free. Luke 4 verse 18. If you feel called to serve, comfort, and lead others to Christ, it is a strong indication that you are anointed. 4. You experience unusual wisdom and discernment. Have you ever sensed something was wrong before it happened? Do people come to you for advice because they trust your judgment? If so, you may have the gift of spiritual discernment, a clear sign of God's anointing. But the anointing that you received from Him remains in you, and you do not need anyone to teach you. But as His anointing teaches you about all things, and as that anointing is real, not counterfeit, just as it has taught you, remain in Him. 1 John 2 verse 27. God grants wisdom to those He anoints, enabling them to see beyond the surface and understand spiritual realities. 5. You have a deep sense of purpose, even when others don't understand you. If you are anointed, you may feel that you don't fit in with the world around you. People might criticize you, misunderstand you, or even reject you. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. John 15 verse 18. This is because God has set you apart. He has given you a mission that not everyone will understand. But do not be discouraged. Your purpose is greater than the approval of people. 6. God uses you to impact others, even without you realizing it. Another sign of anointing is that people are drawn to you for spiritual guidance. Even when you don't try, your words, prayers, and presence inspire others. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5 verse 16. If you find that your life naturally influences others, this is a powerful sign that God's anointing is working through you. 7. You see God's hand at work in your life. Lastly, one of the most undeniable signs of being anointed is seeing God's supernatural guidance and provision in your life. Doors open in ways you could not have imagined, and even in difficult seasons, God's grace carries you through. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in Him. Psalm 37 verse 23. Even when things don't make sense, you have a deep trust that God is leading you toward His divine plan. If you have noticed these signs in your life, God has anointed you for a special purpose. Do not be discouraged by challenges. Embrace your calling and walk boldly in faith. Which of these signs have you experienced? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the Sacred Tales, and turn on notifications to receive messages of faith and encouragement every day. May God bless you abundantly.